Aloha, beautiful souls. Welcome to Transform with Rian. And today we're going to find out what is the next step in your life. So before we get into the individual readings, let's go ahead and take a deep breath in together and exhale out. And we're just going to get a collective message to get in alignment for all of you that are watching this video to best receive your personal readings. So here we go. The White Swan. The power of divine grace is within you. So what I'm hearing from this message for everybody before we begin is no matter what your reading says, always trust your inner compass, your inner guide. Know that you personally know the best path forward for you. There are always choices, especially when you listen to the readings, okay, for which parts of the reading resonate with you and you want to amplify, you want to embody and move forward with. And then there's going to be parts of the reading that don't necessarily resonate with you. And those you can just definitely leave behind. No harm, no foul, okay? Foul, F-O-W-L is like the word for birds. I think specifically birds that go in the water, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, seeing as how we have all these feather cards with birds, haha, get it? Anywho, let's start with group number one. Let me stop nerding out here with vocabulary and words. Okay, so group number one, here is your reading to help you identify the next step in your life. So your feather comes from the cardinal. Stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. Okay, so pretty straightforward there. Look at this combination. It makes me think of candy canes. Anyway, that the next step in your journey is to have some type of leadership role, whether that be at work, in your community, or even in your family is what I'm hearing as well. So what that could mean for some of you is like becoming a parent, for one thing, right? Or becoming the head of the family. Like it could be that your parents have passed away and now it's like you that has to kind of keep the family together, support the family, nurture the family unit with your siblings and all the extended family and stuff, you know? That's what I'm getting the vibe from. This is what's next in your life. I'm hearing that you have a lot of wisdom and knowledge to pass on, and that you are really kind of like the centerpiece in this next phase of your life, the centerpiece of the family unit. All right? Now, what else do we have here? I feel like we should save these for after. That's what I'm hearing. So you have the Three of Cups. Here we go. This is all about connections, connecting with people, sitting down to have tea. So what I'm hearing from many of you is this next phase of your life is really all about gathering. Okay, gathering people together, nurturing the community, giving opportunities for you to connect with the community, but the community to also connect with each other. Okay, so the community being like people that are not related to you, but also in the case of the family unit, people that are. So I'm hearing family dinners. It's going to be a big thing for this next step in your life, this next phase in your life. You know, for myself, so much of my life has just been very much focused on my career. Career, learning, growing, evolving. And like family is so far from kind of my priorities, you know? And sometimes I feel like, oh, that's kind of sad because, you know, in so many cultures and idea and belief systems around the world, like family is so important. It's like the centerpiece of life. And I've never resonated with that. And so for some of you, that could be the case as well, right? Like maybe you didn't feel super close with your family, or maybe you weren't really interested in like finding a big community or being a leader even of a community, right? Like you don't want to even join a community, let alone lead one. But it seems to me like the next step of your journey is exactly about that, that it's time for you to open up the gates. Oh my gosh, I am thinking of tell the guards to open up the gates, cause for the first time in forever, right, from Frozen. That was actually my favorite song from the movie, not the uber popular Let It Go. But I really feel it's time for you to open up the gates and open up the channels for interpersonal connections and communication, okay? Maybe a lot of your life has been spent like kind of closed off, maybe a little bit loner, homebody. And this next phase of your life is stepping outside of that, all right? Maybe we'll understand the reason why as we continue with your reading. So let's see what else you got. Dream sweet, sleep deep. Sleep that's deep and lasts till morn, wondrous dreams for days reborn. Oh, so I get the sense here that for many of you too, it's about time for you to start getting quality rest. I'm hearing that sleep has been really, really difficult for you, most likely because you've been going through some kind of stressful thing in your life. I mean, yes, a lot of us have stress, day to day, even, right? Like big stresses, little stresses, what have you. And especially with the world energy and the world shifts lately, a lot of people have been experiencing stress. And it seems like perhaps you have not been resting well or feeling like you've gotten quality rest, probably feeling very fatigued. I don't know if any of you, have you woken up and despite maybe not waking up in the middle of the night, you wake up in the morning and you feel like not rested. You feel like, you want to hit that snooze button. Oh my God, that was so my life for quite some time now. Just wanting to hit the snooze button, roll over, get back under the covers, right? And not start your day because you feel tired or you're not excited to start your day. You're just like, ugh, work again, blah, right? But that's going to be shifting. It's going to be very important for you to have restful quality sleep in this next phase of your life. And so you'll be supported in that regard, okay? It's so interesting. I'm hearing like the angels of sleep and of dream are going to be assisting you with a very deep, restful, regenerative sleep. It's making me think of like the story about the Sandman, right? How the Sandman like sprinkles sand over your face, magical sand to help you have deep sleep and beautiful dreams, right? Sleep that's deep and lasts till morn, wondrous dreams for days reborn. So I feel the sleep is also going to be very important for you moving forward in this next phase because it's going to be a bit is the word clairvoyant? You're gonna have dreams of the future, and it's not gonna be necessarily even something major like some big event that's months or years away. It's gonna be like little pieces or crumbs of information to kind of help you over the next few days. What I'm hearing is for some of you, you're also not going to remember your dreams. I mean, I rarely remember my dreams. It's like maybe once or twice a month I might remember a dream, but otherwise I forget. Or I don't remember it when I wake up. But that doesn't mean you didn't dream. Okay? And it just could be that the dream, which is in the realm of the subconscious mind, it just didn't permeate and get locked into the conscious mind. But as we know, or maybe some of you don't know, the subconscious mind is so vast and it really influences our conscious mind. That's where that deep healing, deep personal development work comes from, is working with the subconscious mind. All right? So I'm hearing that whatever you feel like these sort of like instincts that you may have, or these just gut feelings throughout your day, or these like ideas that seem to come out of nowhere, that in this next phase of your life, trust it. Just go with it, okay? Even if it don't make no kind of sense, follow that gut instinct, okay? And next we have iceberg, submerged. Oh my goodness. So I'm getting a lot of messages with this. Like there's this image that I used to put on my slides when I was doing webinars to teach about law of attraction, of this iceberg, right? And like your conscious mind is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much beneath the surface within your subconscious mind that is ready to be healed, that is ready to be unlocked for your highest and greatest good, for you to evolve, for you to be like the best version of yourself and attract and call in all the things your heart truly desires. All right, and I'm hearing I need to really emphasize the point. What does your heart truly desire? Okay, pause and think about that for yourself for just a few seconds. Don't think about what other people said you should have, like, I don't know, a big house, a fancy car, a specific type of boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, spouse, wife, whatever. Like, what is it that you actually want here in this moment? So we're not talking like big picture right now. Just what is it that you want in this moment? Let that guide you. Let that anchor you. Okay? Let that be sort of that tether that that you maintain as you move forward towards your future. Okay? Yes, 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 yes. I'm hearing too that, when I was talking about this community thing or this family dynamics, that there's a lot of things beneath the surface within the community, within the family unit that need to be healed finally, okay? Especially if I'm hearing like maybe you were part of a community and you never took a leadership role, it's time for you to step up because you have a beautiful message to share, even if you don't know it yet, okay? You have a beautiful message to share. And within the family unit, I'm hearing that there is some pain, like some past pain or trauma within the family that needs to be healed. Like, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of feud within the family unit. Maybe there's some kind of bitterness or resentment that exists within the family unit that is ready to be addressed because it's ready to be healed. So this isn't about like confronting this demon and then like things ending badly. No, 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 no. Things are gonna work out beautifully because look, you're still getting together, you're still having tea, sharing ideas, catching up. Because what I'm hearing here is actually, as you move through this difficult subject or this difficult blockage, whatever it is, past pain, trauma, it's actually gonna open up the relationship for a deeper, more healed connection. Okay? Now we also have for you solar flares activate, Pallas Athena think. Okay, here you go. So this is a big activation for you. This next step, like this is a major. I'm feeling this is like the beginning of a big chapter within your soul's evolution, soul growth. Okay, this is like next level. You're leveling up here on the next phase of your life to really step into your power, own your power, and share your power. The power for healing, the power for connection, the power for moving forward, okay? And making the best out of situations, okay? That's what I'm really hearing here for you. And you're leading and guiding the way. So we see this like energy getting bigger and bigger and bigger as it moves up. And that's you. You are getting bigger and better and evolving even more. It's like crazy how much I see you evolving here and I see you like hugging people, shaking hands, having very deep, meaningful conversations in which you and the other people like leave away feeling very loved, feeling cared for, feeling respected, feeling seen, okay? And what I'm seeing here is not to think, okay, with this Pallas Athena. Remember we were talking about your dreams just a while ago and the subconscious mind, that this stuff, even what I'm saying now about you becoming a leader, you're kind of like, what are you talking about? Like, this doesn't make sense. This isn't what I wanted to hear. Well, what you want and what you need are completely different things, my loves. I've learned that lesson many a time over, that what you want and what you need are completely different things most of the time. And here what I'm seeing is the ideas and the information are going to come to you just before you need it. So it's not like a test where they'll tell you what's on the exam, like days before on the final exam, and you can study, like a driver's license, right? They give you the booklet and you can like study the booklet, and whenever you're ready, go take the test. Like, it's not that structure at all. It's like every day, every big step is going to feel like a test, and it's going to feel like a test in your faith, in your commitment to yourself and to the relationships you have with others. And you're not going to receive whatever it is you need until right before. So, I'm seeing this image as kind of like a game show, y'all, where it's like you're standing in front of this door and you don't know what's on the other side of the door. You have no clue. And right before the timer starts for you to jump in that door, complete whatever task you need to complete, you're going to get some type of tool, some type of equipment that's going to help you complete the task within that room, you know? So the doors close and the host is standing there and they're like, okay, so you have 15 minutes to complete whatever puzzle lies before you on the other side of this door. There's no clues that you were given, but here you go. Here is a spatula. And you're like, what? What do I need a spatula for? But it will all make sense to you once you walk through that door, okay? You're gonna be like, WTF. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. I love it. Okay, let's get some more tarot cards in. Let's see if we can get maybe a little bit more specifics. Spirit, a little bit more specific, universe, as to what is next in your life. Okay, I feel like, okay, yeah, that's good. Spirit says that's good. So we have here Five of Swords and the King of Cups. So this is about mastering your emotions, this next phase of your life. It's about learning, like, in what ways are you triggered? Are you reacting? And then evolving so that instead of reacting, instead of being triggered, instead you respond. Okay, you really assess the complete situation. You gather whatever information, whatever signs you can, whatever clues you can before you take any type of action. Okay, so this is again, this activation, this growth where you're growing and maturing as a person. And maybe some of these things that are going to come up within the community, within your family unit, are going to feel very triggering. But you have the ability now to be less triggered. Okay, you have the ability now to solve it rather than yell and kick and scream and, you know, pound on the floor or whatever, right? Beat your hands and feet on the floor, kind of like how little kids do when they throw a tantrum, right? It's your chance now to be able to be a little bit more emotionally centered and grounded, okay? And not only that, you know, this King of Cups energy is a great influence to help you begin to empathize with other people, understand more how they're feeling as well, so you can reach this beautiful compromise, this beautiful understanding that you didn't have before, because both of you were just so much in your own energy and feelings, you couldn't hold space for each other's feelings and energies and emotions, you know? And here with this Five of Swords, what I'm seeing is this angel-like creature plucking out this pain, these pain points within your mind, okay? Because it's actually our conscious mind, our like ego, that holds on to the ideas of pain and what hurts our feelings, okay? It's because the ego tells us this is what it should be like, and if it isn't like this, then I'm gonna be upset, angry, hurt, sad. Right? But once we let go of these expectations of what should be and see things for as they are, then we're on the pathway to accepting and embracing things, right? And embracing like, hey, this is the way things are, and there's a reason for it. There's a beautiful reason for it that's meant to serve my highest and greatest good and the good of everyone else as well. So what is that reason? And let me embrace that instead versus embracing the pain, the frustration, okay? I mean, my gosh. Don't hold on to that prickly thing that's frustration and aggravation. Like, don't hold on to it. It's not fun. Trust me. All right. I feel like we need to do one more round of that. So we have these two cards here. And we have the Two of Coins and the Star. Okay, so I'm really feeling this is a beautiful time for you energetically, okay? Because, again, maybe you haven't been getting much sleep. Maybe you've been stressing about something and how to move forward, how to do this, how to do that. And it's all coming into balance. Your answers are coming now, okay? You're asking lots of questions, experiencing a lot of confusion, and then it's coming to balance out now. A little bit more order when it felt very chaotic. A little bit more clarity when it felt confusing. Right? A little bit more rest and relief when you've been feeling overwhelmed and exhausted, okay? So everything is coming to balance now. And the Star is just a beautiful sign. Now, if y'all been watching my channel for a while now, y'all know the Star card is my favorite card in the tarot. Like almost every Star card in every deck that I've seen, like I love the imagery of the Star card. And what I'm seeing here is like a wish is finally going to get granted, Okay, it might not be your like top wish, like maybe I don't know, you want to be a millionaire, and that's not the wish that's going to be granted. Maybe it's going to be granted instead of like, oh, this thing doesn't bother me anymore. I'm free of being tormented by this thing. Maybe it could be like what other people think of you, right? Like, okay, finally, I'm free of that. I'm free of the pain and the hurt that comes from the criticizing and judging of others on me, I should say, right? Of you being like, it's that type of wish that's being granted, some type of thing that will free you and liberate you finally, so you can like call in other things that you wish for and that you enjoy and you like instead. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you really enjoyed this reading on what's coming next in your life. If you did, if it resonated with you on any level and you're calling this energy in, don't forget to like and leave a comment below. If you love the energies here about knowing a little bit more about what's up ahead in your life, definitely hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more readings. And before you go, remember, loves, it's never too late for your happily ever after. See y'all next time. Hey there, group 2. Welcome to your reading to find out what is coming next in your life here. I'm so excited to be doing this reading for you. And I'm looking out the window right now, and it's been so rainy where I'm at, and I see this beautiful rainbow shining through the window, and it looks gorgeous. So I'm really excited for your reading in particular, because rainbows are a great sign from your angels and guides. Now, let's take a look at this feather, okay? We have the pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So I'm just showing these two feathers together because I feel like it's activating something within all of you. And what I'm hearing is that there has been something or someone that has really been on your mind lately that kind of brings back maybe some painful or unpleasant memories, okay? Maybe it could be an ex, maybe it could be a family member, maybe it could be like something someone said to you that was like they are teasing you or making fun of you or judging you in a very harsh way. There's something where I'm seeing like this energetic cord. You know, there's a lot of energetic cords that we create with people around us. And some of those cords serve us in a very good and uplifting way. And other of those cords are actually very draining and they pull energy away from us. So I'm just going to kind of focus in a little bit for now on this energy of like an ex, okay? Like I'm hearing like an ex-lover had hurt you in the past, and this next step in your life, what's coming up next is finally this like forgiveness of what they did or what was done in this past relationship, okay? So this could be a romantic ex or it could be like an ex-friend, okay? Like an ex-BFF kind of thing. And with this forgiveness energy, what I'm feeling is like, you know, they really did hurt you. And maybe there's a part of you that hasn't forgiven them. And you're kind of like, gosh, what an awful person. I can't believe they did this to me. I wish bad things on them or whatever, okay? And I'm not judging, you know, there's a lot of people out there when they feel wronged, they wish that the other person gets punished for that wrongdoing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just a very kind of natural way of responding and thinking, okay? But what many people don't realize, like so many people, I myself didn't realize this for the longest time, is that when we don't forgive somebody, we tie ourselves to their energy, okay? And they continue to affect us in very negative ways because they bring about these feelings of anger within us and shame, okay? And those vibrations are so low. And the more anger and shame you have in your heart, in your soul, especially because of these connections, it kind of, what is the word? Repels. It kind of repels all the things you want in your life. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, think about someone like who wants to attract love and romance. Like, oh, I want to like attract a partner who's loving and sweet and kind and makes me laugh, right? But here they are, like all they ever do on a date is complain about their ex. And it's like, you say you want another lover and you want to be happy with someone else, but all you ever do and talk about is your ex, and you're like so angry and frustrated about your ex. Like, who wants to hear about anybody else's ex on a date? Like, I don't. Oh my God, that happened to me a couple of times when I was very active and like Tinder and stuff. Okay, Cupid, I go on these dates with these guys and they just talk about how this previous person like hurt their feelings, broke their heart, and how they can't trust people anymore and people are so deceitful. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to see you anymore. Like, I want to leave this date ASAP. This is the worst date ever. Like, that's how I felt. And my gosh, you don't want to be that person, right? It's like, why are you on this dating app if you're not ready to date? Like, hello, if you're still carrying a torch, whether that be like a romantic torch or like this vengeful torch for your ex, like, you have no business on a dating app. Hashtag truth, okay? So really think about that. Who are you really resenting and hating on in your life from your past that you need to ultimately forgive and let go? Okay? Because it's not serving you, honey. Wow, I'm feeling this energy of like hashtag real talk for you in your reading. And this rainbow, I'm feeling now is like it's connecting you. It's this bridge now. Kind of like, you know, in Thor, y'all know I love Marvel, that rainbow road that leads to the portal where Heimdall would like transport people from Asgard to like Middle Earth or wherever they were going, or Midgard, which is Earth, right? So I see like you leaving this place of like pain and hurt and traveling along this rainbow road and being zapped to somewhere a lot better. But you have to make the choice, hun. You have to make the choice to finally forgive and free this person, free that connection up, cut that cord. Okay, what else we got here? The High Priestess. Oh, the High Priestess. So here there's this very intuitive and loving energy, okay? It's about knowing what's right for you. Okay, I'm also seeing this book. I'm hearing that many of you, which I love because I love reading. I like fell back in love with reading in this past year with this my Kindle Unlimited subscription. Like last year, I read like 55 books or something. It said on my year in review. Crazy! And already this year, I think I've read like seven or eight books in the past like 10 days. So craziness. I know. I love it though. I love reading, and I'm gonna start writing my own fiction book here any day now. I'm gonna have some time to start writing it. I already have like my other book that I'm excited to share with you all in the editing process right now. So hopefully by the end of January, I'll be able to share it. Anyways, some of you are gonna have to go out and find a good book to read. And I feel like this book is going to have some very healing information for you. If I may recommend, some books that I've really enjoyed reading were published by Hay House. Hay space House. Hay House. Hay, like you know what horses eat, and house, you know, like a house that people live in. So Hay House. So check out that publisher, perhaps. They have a website, of course. You can find their stuff on Amazon and just see what kind of books that have been published. And there might be a book there that will really help you on this forgiveness journey, this healing journey, okay? Because it's time. It's time to release it because you know it's not doing you any favors. Now you also have psychic protection. Around me now, a shield of gold, protecting me strong and bold. This is beautiful because now what I'm seeing with this card is, you know, once you forgive and release the energies of things that you don't want anymore, like cheaters, liars, betrayers, whatever the story is for you, then it's gonna protect you from that energy coming back in your life, okay? Because the more you focus on how you were hurt and betrayed, the more type of energy is drawn to that. They're like, oh, I know this energy of hurt and betrayal. Let me come towards you. And you're gonna start experiencing more reasons for having hurt and betrayal in your life. Like maybe you'll attract lovers who are not very honest and deceitful. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't want those type of people, right? You know you don't. So when you embody that energy and you just embrace that energy of like trusting and loving, when you take on that characteristic, it helps protect you against those opposing energies, okay? It doesn't mean they won't come into your life. Let's not like be naive here. They'll still come into your life, but you'll be able to recognize it a lot faster and therefore protect yourself, okay? By cutting it off from at the gate, don't letting it come any further, not engaging, okay? Putting up the barriers and saying, hey, like I recognize this energy, and it's not because I'm afraid of facing it, it's just because I know it's not for me. I know it's not the best energy for me. I know it's not for my greatest good. So therefore, do not pass go, honey. Do not collect $200. All right. Okay, so that is beautiful. So I see a lot in this next phase of your life. It's like recognizing what's not good for you. You already know now. You already know, and now it's about putting it into action. Okay, do you see this man holding the shield and the spear? So very active energy here. It's not passive. It's like actively declaring, I don't want this. This is not for me. And so I'm going to go in that direction because that is actually where I want to go. That is actually what I want. So I'm not going to take these little side paths, these little detours anymore. Okay, I see the signs and I'm moving towards my dreams and my actual goals. Love it. I love this for you. Tree grounding. Oh, this is amazing. So I'm seeing a lot more confidence coming through here. Okay, you know, from this energy of like sadness, shame, anger, grief, it's not grounding at all. Yes, it keeps you stuck because it's low vibration, so there's very little movement, but it's not stable. It's not calming. Okay, and so that's the flow that you're moving in. There is certainty. That's a great word for it, actually. There's certainty coming into your life now. And once you're certain of who you are and what you want, like you're not this spiteful, hateful person anymore, okay? You're this loving, expansive, welcoming person. And you're welcoming in the things that will make you happy, that will bring you joy, that will bring you peace and bliss into your life. So when you bring that energy in, when you open yourself up energetically to that, it's like you ground it and you embody it. And once this energy is grounded around you and nourished by keeping on making these choices that are joyful, happy, blissful choices, then what will come up from the roots, like this tree, are beautiful, beautiful things that you actually want in your life. Okay? It's kind of like when you know who you are, you're going to stop attracting like fake friends and fake people who don't get you, who don't understand you, who don't respect you. And the more you respect yourself, the more you understand yourself, the more you accept yourself, then what will and ground that into your very being, then what's going to come up are sort of like these friendships, these relationships, these people that are going to accept you, going to respect you, going to love you for who you are. Okay? Yes, that sounded very, very good. Very, very true. So what are these two cards here? You have Descendant, Invitation. You have 12th House, Introspection. So here, for many of you, there's going to need to be a point where you really have to connect with yourself here and be honest with yourself, okay? This introspection is like going within and seeing these areas that are hurting and that need to be healed and not judging yourself for it, okay? When other people hurt you, a lot of it is on them, okay? Their actions are on them. And for you, what's on you is your response, how you're going to handle that. Okay, people are going to do what they're going to do, but what is your response? You cannot control how other people will behave, have behaved. Okay, so you got to go in and you have to have patience, love, and compassion for yourself. Okay, don't go in thinking that, oh, that was so stupid what I did before. I was such a fool to trust them and believe in them. No, no, no. That dialogue is already played out, honey. We've already seen that episode many times. Time for a new episode, time for a new season, okay? Or maybe even time for a brand new show. Like that series needs to be canceled, okay? And it's time for the premiere of this season, this series of love and joy and happiness in life, okay? That's what we're preparing for here. And I'm being honest, okay? It's very important that you be honest with yourself. Like the High Priestess sees all, okay? Like look at the places in which maybe you've been lying to yourself, okay? Because you feel ashamed about something. And just shine a light on that lie and just say it's okay. All right? It's okay that I maybe put up with this person for longer than I should have. It's okay that I fell in love with this person because at one point they were amazing and I did feel really deeply connected to them. And it's okay that it didn't last. All right? And it really is going to be okay because, as I always say, it's never too late for your happily ever after. So know and trust that the universe has something better for you, someone better for you down the pipeline. Now here with this invitation, I'm really getting this message here that once this is up and running, you're going to receive an invitation to maybe meet someone new or go to an event that maybe you wouldn't even normally go to. And you're going to have an opportunity to really put this thing into action, really begin to step into your true destiny, your true path. So accept that invitation, okay? It's probably going to come any day now. So accept that invitation and just kind of see where it takes you, okay? Because I feel like it's going to be something really beautiful. So go in, no expectations, other than that you're going to come out feeling good, all right? Now, what do we have to kind of clarify this a little bit more for you? Ace of Cups and Seven of Wands. So what I see here is, again, a beautiful new connection coming into your life here, whether that be in the realm of romance or just friendship and camaraderie, okay? A beautiful new connection coming into your life here that is really going to resonate with you and be with you for quite some time is what I'm hearing, okay? Maybe not forever, but perhaps for a good chunk of time, like a friend that will be with you for the next few months, maybe a couple years even, okay? And then we'll see from there, we'll see from there if the relationship is meant to be in your life even longer than that. But what I'm seeing here as well with this Seven of Wands is I'm hearing the word like victory, standing in your power, standing confidently within yourself. Kind of like I'm hearing the word warrior too, like warrior energy. It's like, don't mess with me. I'm not putting up with that nonsense, okay? Which is perfect. Perfect for you at this next step in your life, okay? It's like, I'm not playing the same old tune, same old song no more. I'm over it. Again, time for a new season or time for a new TV series altogether. And that's going to be recognized. Maybe not consciously by some people, but on this like energetic level. People might just feel like, oh, you're so much more confident than you were before. You're so much more relaxed. You're so much more kind of charming, magnetic, easier to be around, right? Like I feel that. Now, what are these two cards saying? We have Three of Coins and Six of Swords. So I'm sensing a lot of opportunities here with work for you, okay? Because a lot of these things spill over. If we're holding bad energies from friendships and romance, like that finds its way into our work environment, right? I mean, how many of you, let's like think about this for a second. How many of you have been in a workplace situation where someone is like super duper grumpy and you're like, yo, what is your problem? And they're like, oh, like my friend and I got into a fight last night, or my spouse and I got into a fight last night. And you're like, okay, God, there you go. That explains why you're so grumpy, right? So see how it's like spilling over? So I see here that in your professional life, in your work life, your career, beautiful things are going to come in because you're shifting your energy, okay? Into one that's a lot lighter and a lot more open, a lot more flowy is also the word I'm hearing. Like it flows. It's not resisting anything out of anger and stubbornness. It's just flowing through now. And we have this genie here, so there's probably some type of wish or dream that's going to be granted too when it comes to work and career here as a result of doing this forgiveness. So it's really beautiful how this stuff is connected, that just because you fix something in your work life doesn't mean that doesn't carry over into other areas of your life or vice versa. And we have the Six of Swords. So this is like a new way of seeing yourself is what I'm hearing. Okay, this is like past, present, future, in the sense like we're all mortal beings, so our bodies will all pass away, even though the soul will live on forever. I'm hearing this like movement forward now, to more of being who you really are, okay? Like again, past, present, future, where it's like coming back into alignment with yourself, reconciling the past so you can be healed in the present and you can move towards your dreams in the future. Oh, I love that phrase there. Reconcile the past so you can feel healed in the present and move more easily and swiftly to your future. Oh, love it, my loves. What a beautiful way to end the reading. If any of this resonated for you and you're calling this beautiful energy in, please make sure to like and comment down below. And if you enjoy these readings about what's possible for your future, what's possible for you in life, then make sure you tap that subscribe button and stay tuned for future readings and uploads. And before I go, I'm going to say one more time, I said this earlier, it's never too late for your happily ever after. See you next time, loves. Hey there, group 3. Welcome to your reading to find out what is next in life for you. And your first card here with our beautiful feather comes from the Finch. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. Ooh. So if you were feeling like, I'm surprised this isn't yellow, huh? Probably this feather's from the wing here, yeah. Anyways, I digress. So if you've been feeling like you've been kind of like stuck, and you're looking for a way out, you're looking for like, what am I supposed to be doing next? Like, this feels kind of stagnant, this feels uncomfortable, I'm bored. Like, this new level I'm feeling of excitement is going to be coming into your life, okay? And so this is your chance to claim them. I'm also hearing that there's going to be multiple options here. Like you've been praying or asking for some kind of sign, some type of excitement, something new in your life because you're just kind of tired of like the mundane, routine, humdrum dum 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 kind of energy that you've been in lately. It's coming, okay? And there's going to be a lot of different options, a lot of different choices because we have new opportunities and choices are coming in. So, you know, pay attention to how you feel about them and pick something, okay? Pick the things that excite you and resonate with you the most because that's what's going to kind of bring you towards the future you desire, okay? So it's about making new choices, different choices versus the same choices you may have made in the past, okay? So again, I'm hearing something new, something novel, something very different is coming in for you. And we'll see what more details we can get because it seems so vague to me right now. But I have some tarot cards that we can pull in a moment to clarify. So you also have the 8 of Wands, okay? So there's this opportunity for movement. Whether or not you were wanting it, I feel like there's an opportunity for you to move locations, move homes, move apartments, or an opportunity for you to switch companies, switch careers, switch jobs, switch roles, positions within a company. I'm also hearing the word car. So maybe some of you, it's time for a new vehicle, a new car, okay? And that would be like your symbol, your metaphor for life taking you in a new direction, right? Is like a new vehicle to ride in. Maybe some of you are even going to trade in your vehicle and get something smaller or get something bigger. Maybe some of you don't want to have a car anymore. You don't need a car. Maybe you'll get a bicycle instead or a motorcycle or use public transportation. I don't know, right? So it's going to be very different for all of you, of course. But the big theme here is movement. And it's also going to be very fast movement. And I'm hearing too, it's kind of lighting the way. I'm really drawn to this fire on the stick that this bird is holding because none of the other wands that are flying through the air are on fire, you know, and it's almost like there's this comet in the background. So this is like really a sign, like you'll recognize it as a sign from the universe of doing something new, something different, even if it terrifies you. Okay, because what I'm hearing too is like this bird is like kind of going down, it's like plummeting in a way, right? So it's gonna feel like if you've ever been on a roller coaster or one of those rides that kind of has like a dip or a drop, that kind of butterflies in your stomachs, right? That kind of feeling, that's what you're gonna have. And that feeling, it's often, you know, people are like, is this fear or is this excitement? Okay. And what I'm hearing right now is that it would be in your best interest to treat that sensation more as excitement rather than fear. Okay? Now, we also have for you peace. Brigid, goddess in your sacred name, a light within me, peace's flame. This is beautiful. So, I'm getting here that, this opportunity and this choice that you will be claiming, it's going to, in the long run, bring you a lot of peace. Okay, we also even, like, we have this candle here, kind of with this energy of fire, flame, because the wands is a suit that represents fire. So it's like passion, excitement, adventures, thrills, action taking. So now I'm seeing that this, what's coming up next in your life is a period of taking a lot of action, doing a lot of tasks also. Okay, this isn't really the time to just kind of coast through life or just keep everything status quo. No, 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 not at all. This is about movement, okay, doing things. And what I'm hearing is this peace part. It's gonna be felt more profoundly and deeply later on down the road. It's gonna be like you're gonna look back and be like, oh my goodness, thank goodness I made this choice. Thank goodness I claimed this opportunity, because look at where I am now. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. I'm so grateful that I'm here, right? And oftentimes when we experience gratitude and thanks, it does feel very peaceful, right? It's sort of like, I'm so happy. This feels so good right now. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing here as far as like a little bit later down the path, as you embark on this new phase in your life. We have eagle, communion. And what's interesting here is this word, I'm also actually hearing communication, not just communion, okay, but communication. So I'm hearing that there's going to definitely be a message coming through for you. And birds are often messengers, right? So I'm seeing like an email, a, whatchamacallit, ad. Okay, I'm seeing it in writing more so than in like words or like a video where it's just strictly video with no words. Okay, I'm definitely seeing that words are coming through. So again, it could like maybe be an ad that you're looking at for if you're looking for a new job, right? It could even be an ad on some online classified things, right? For people maybe who are trading in cars or whatever. Or an ad, looking for workers, like new employees, like a job posting kind of thing. So I'm definitely seeing like words coming in for you. And of course, it could even be ads like, Google, Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. They're always showing ads now. I don't see it on a YouTube ad though, which is very interesting because again, the focus here is I'm seeing something a little bit more stationary, and YouTube is like lot of videos, so this picture keeps moving. But in this, for you specifically on this next part of your life, it's like something static, like unmoving, right? So like looking at a job posting and the words are not moving. You can scroll up and down as you need to depending on how long the job posting is, but it's just words. And on Facebook or Instagram anyway, I don't really check Facebook anymore, but on Instagram, it's very focused on images and pictures versus video, right? Even though reels are super popular, but as you're scrolling down your feed, like you maybe see a lot more picture ads, okay? And so I feel like that's going to guide you on what you need to claim. Now, you also have North Node, Future, Libra, Balance. So I'm seeing here there's this new balance that's going to be attained in your life, okay? So it's like life is kind of moving like this for you, moving up, dip maybe, and then you look static, and then moving up, and then dip maybe and static, okay? So you're in this phase now where things have been a bit static, not really moving, and now is a lot of action, a lot of push, a lot of change in the next period of time, and then at some point it will come into balance. So things might feel like a little bit chaotic as you do this, right? And like moving can feel a bit chaotic, right? As you like pack up your home, pack up your things, and getting a new job, like it also feels very chaotic as well. Like going to interviews, doing the trainings, figuring out how new systems work, getting to know your coworkers, understanding your commute time if you have one, right? All this kind of stuff. So it can all feel very, very chaotic at first, but rest assured that you'll find that balance as you move forward, okay? There's always an adjustment period that happens when we welcome in and we embrace change. So let's see, what can you tell us more information on this opportunity and choices that are opening up for my group 3? Okay, so here, all right, so I'm getting that no, we're not gonna get any more detailed information because everybody's dreams that's watching this reading is different. So we're not gonna be able to get any additional insight, any more specifics. But regardless, you can look at this as they're all dreams. There's all good outcomes. But which one are you wanting more? Which one do you want the most? Okay? It's like having your top desserts laid out before you. But unfortunately, because you had such a delicious meal, you can only pick one dessert. But they're all, good to you. You love all of these flavors. So no matter which dessert you pick, you're gonna be satisfied because you had a good meal already, and then this dessert is like the cherry on top kind of thing, right? So it's like there's no loss here. Everything is gonna be good. Now with this 6 of Swords, I'm seeing that you're gonna have to leave something behind. Let's see what else we can get from this 6 of Swords. Okay, it's like you're gonna have to leave some sort of label, some sort of identity behind you to really embrace this new opportunity. Like maybe you were telling yourself like, oh, I'm not good enough for this, I'm not good enough for that, or I don't have enough experience to be able to do this. And you're gonna have to kind of abandon that idea, that notion for moving forward, okay? Or if it's like, even if it's not like work and your qualifications, it might even be with love. Like, oh, I always seem to attract like people that are a bad match for me. I always seem to attract like losers or whatever. Like you're gonna have to abandon that label and say, I only attract quality matches now in love, okay? So it's really about changing the story, changing the narrative, changing the beliefs here. What else can we clarify this? So here with the Sun, the 9 of Wands, and the 7 of Coins. So we have 7 here, 7 of Cups, 7 of Coins. So what I'm hearing is focusing on you, okay? I'm hearing that many of you, the decisions you've made in your past up to this point, many of them, you made choices on what was expected of you. What is it that you're supposed to do? You should be doing, right? What is kind of what is everyone else saying? It's kind of like, what is that game show? I don't even know if it's still on, but it's like, is it Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Where it's like you have 3, you can get help in 3 ways. You can poll the audience, phone a friend, or like eliminate it down to just 2 choices, right? So this is like the poll the audience thing. It's like you don't need to listen to what other people are thinking. It matters now, what do you think? What is best for you in your opinion, your mind? Screw whatever else anyone else thinks, okay? This is not the time. The decisions that you're going to be making is not about asking how everyone else feels about it or what they think is best for you and for them as well. Because everyone has a bias, my loves. That's the thing. When you ask someone for advice, when you ask someone to help you, there's always a bias there. Okay, and then it kind of gets muddled with your energy, your destiny. So this is you claiming your destiny and making the choice for you without any consults. Okay, and with this, again, it's just like not, you're not asking what everyone else thinks. You are unique. You are shining here in this moment. This is your personal journey. It's not, meant to be everyone else choosing the path for you. It's kind of making me think of that. There was was it a movie? I want to say it was a movie where this guy, he couldn't make any decisions. He couldn't do anything. He had like a board of directors that ran his life. And it came to this point, I think, where he fell in love with this girl and he wanted to marry her, but he couldn't do anything. Like that was a contract that was signed unless he got the approval of the board, the directors of his life. And they, said that no, he can't marry this person. And he was really upset about it. And then I think, ultimately he ended up choosing to dissolve the board of directors over his life and just live his life on his own for now and whatever makes him happy. Okay. And so I feel like that's the position you're in right now, is being the executive director, the final say of what happens in your life, and you choosing now. So don't ask anybody, don't consult with anybody about this thing, this opportunity, this choice you're going to be making. It's all you. You get to decide now. Okay? And with this Nine of Wands, like really, this is about leaving again behind those doubts, those worries, those fears. Stop thinking like the worst case scenario. Okay? This person, like, they're always on guard. They're getting tired now. They're getting tired of fighting, getting tired of worrying and fearing for what's happening, what's coming. Okay? And licking their wounds and like, woe is me, like this didn't work out before and why should I try again? Like, no, 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 no. Like, this is a fresh start for you, my loves. This energy of freshness is just coming through here, that this is a different time, different circumstances, different situation, even though maybe pieces of it look kind of familiar. Okay, or maybe looks like something you might have experienced before. So this is all new stuff, okay? And it won't be the same story. It'll be different. So make the choice that feels good to you, all right? Move in the direction that feels good to you, and you won't regret it. Oh, I love it. So if this resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, don't forget to click that like button, even leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And if this resonated with you and you want to hear more about what's possible for your bright future, then consider tapping that subscribe button and keep an eye out for future uploads to continue on this journey. And before you go, one last thing, it's never too late for your happily ever after. See you next time, loves.